I find myself unsure about belts with a casual kilt look. I've learned not to wear a belt with a Prince Charlie or a dress sporran, uh, but I'm wondering how required belts are for casual use. Any suggestions on one style versus another? Any advice would be appreciated. Thanks.
Sure.
Very
I think
nice.
we can go through this one reasonably quickly. We have only about 10, 15
Yeah.
minutes left. So
Required? No.
exactly.
Desirable? Probably.
Yeah. A kilt is held up by the straps and buckles, or in the case of like a casual type kilt, a Velcro band. You do not need a kilt belt to hold up a kilt. It helps, keep you tucked in a little bit. It helps to finish the look a touch. But the times you don't wear it, as you indicated in the question there, when you're wearing a vest or when you're wearing a dress sporran, generally speaking, you don't wear a kilt. Any other time, you don't wear a belt. Thank you.
Just go out in your underwear. Statistically, you're more likely to go outside in your underwear than naked, according to our survey.
Fair. But no, it's if you're wearing a kilt casually, for the most part, I'd say most people wear a belt with a kilt.
Yeah.
If you're dressed casually with a day sporran or semi-dress sporran or even a hunting sporran or something like that.
Just adds certain something. It basically defines the lines better. Jordan, show me a picture.
Helps
We
cut
got him.
you
We
in
might as well
half.
put him in. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Do you need it?
Strapping you on the
No.
ride.
Originally, wide belts like that were basically a holdover, again, from Highland dress, military dress, where the only reason you needed it was to carry equipment. You were carrying pistols and swords and dirks and whatnot. So that's why the wide belt was originally invented, was to accommodate all that hardware. So now it's basically just an affectation, but it's a nice affectation. Yeah.
Agreed. And now, a quick word from our sponsor. Us. If you guys need anything Highland wear related and you want to support our channel, please go check out our retail store, USAKilts.com. Now, back to the answer. Show me a picture of somebody without a kilt belt. Ugh.
It's okay. No, that is not a good kilt.
That
for the record.
kilt hurts my brain.
Yeah.
That is I'm going to say, go out on a limb here. I think it's a pretty thick limb. And say it is a cheap kilt from the aspect of they didn't even center one of the pivot points. It should either be that lighter gray section or the two super light gray lines with that black line should be dead center down the buttons there.
But case in point, I had so much trouble finding pictures of guys dressed casually without a belt. That's what I had to work with, because 90% of guys will wear a belt.
Yeah, but I can't get past the kilt. It hurts my brain. Yeah. No, as a kilt maker, no, don't do that. If you get a kilt like that from a kilt company, return it. These shouldn't exist in the world.
Yep.
But I'd also, if I'm going to nitpick, I'd also say the sporran is probably a little bit too low.
Yeah.
I would almost wear it up to another inch or inch and a half higher, so it's at the bottom of that wrinkle.
Frankly, bottom line is he doesn't look as bad as he could.
Yeah.
But there's telling clues that you just get the impression he doesn't quite know what he's doing yet.
And I'd say,
or somebody had him put it on for a photo shoot. So.
I would also say that he doesn't need a belt. If he had a centered tartan and his sporran was up another inch and a half, 2 inches, I don't think it would be horrible. It wouldn't be a horrible outfit.
Yeah.
And it's very simple, very plain, casual type outfit.
Right.
Frankly, I think it's fine. I like the look of a belt a little bit more, and I don't think it needs to have a belt.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be fine. Just a few little details here and there.
Yeah.
So that's my answer.
Oh, and there you go. But that's an example of a jacket that you only wear closed.
Yeah. Now this looks more put together, and I wouldn't, if that were me, I probably wouldn't wear a belt with this particular outfit because, again, the bottom of the jacket, the Ike jacket, is going to cover up, the at least half of the belt.
This gent is on the Kilts and Culture group, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember his name offhand, but yeah.
No,
but that looks sharp.
Well done. Yes, I think that does look sharp. That is a well put together, simple but well put together outfit, well thought out outfit.
Very intentionally simple. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah. He really just.
When it comes to Highland wear, a lot of times less is more. This is a perfect example of that.
Yeah.